Right.
Okay.
Hey y'all, it is Thursday, October 145th, 2000, whatever. And you are at Rosetree Blown Glass Studio and Gallery, and this is our Facebook Live. We're going to start today. Today's special Facebook Live is the Wash Your Hands edition. So for that we have some of our soap dispensers. We have the round dispenser, and then we have the taller dispenser. And the round is 65, the taller ones are 69 each, and you can get either the push down top or the spout, and that could actually, you could use that for olive oil. You don't want to use it for soap. And then we have our part of our pumpkin patch up here, and our virtual pumpkin patch is going on until November 20th. So each of these pumpkins have a number on them that correspond to the number on our website. So the minis are 60 and the grandes are 85. So it says grande, that's 85, and it says mini, that's 60. Pretty self-explanatory. So we have lots of, we have more pumpkins on our virtual pumpkin patch, and we're going to put some more up tonight or tomorrow. So we have about 16 or 17 that are going to be going up very soon. So let's go over to the blowing area. How y'all doing? I'm Mark, and I'm the owner here, along with my wife Brenda, of Rosetree Blown Glass Studio and Gallery in historic, beautiful downtown historic Algiers Point, New Orleans, Louisiana. And I want to thank y'all for joining us here. And like I said, today is going to be a Wash Your Hands edition, because we haven't done soap dispensers probably since March.
Yeah.
I think soap dispensers were one of the first things that we did here for our Facebook Lives. And we've had like probably 60 or 70 of these since we started. So it's time to revisit these. And everybody should have one, because you're still supposed to be washing your hands really well. And these go great if you're redoing your bathroom or your kitchen. We can match colors for you and that kind of thing. So pay attention, because it might be something that you really want. Today actually is going to be a twofer. Two soap dispensers in one. I'm going to do a round and I'm going to do a tall, all in the same Facebook Live. Because they're quick, I don't have to uneven transfer them. So we'll do one of each. Each one is 2 layers. First layer is clear. Second layer has the color on it. So we'll start off with the round one first. The round one, I'm going to do just an optic twist like we do on our tumblers and some other things here. So as always, we love thumbs up, we love hearts, we love to have more followers. If you have somebody who's interested, let them know we're doing this every Tuesday and Thursday at 4 o'clock Central, and it's on our YouTube channel for eternity, or until YouTube decides to go belly up and erase everything. So if you have somebody who's interested, and they can see that, I think they can see it on our website for forever, or not our website, our Facebook page. They won't be live, but they can watch the whole process. Okay, so we can get started. A little hydration first. It's warm today. It's October, what, 22nd?
Yes.
22nd, and it's still 85 here.
Yep, it's a little warm down here.
The voice behind the camera is Darcy, and if you have any questions, just put them in your comment section. And Darcy, any questions about glass, Darcy will relay those to me, and I'll try to answer them. I don't really know all the answers to all the questions of life. Glass, I'm pretty good at. So we get started. If you're new, tell us hello and from, and we'll start talking to you. Follow me. So this is my furnace. My furnace holds a crucible inside, which is a big ceramic bowl, and it holds up to 400 pounds of molten glass in it, and it's 2,050 degrees, and we keep it on 24/7. If we turn it off, it takes about a week to 10 days to come back up to temperature. So because we're blowing all the time, we keep it on. This is called a gather. Gather is the same as a layer. So that's my first layer of glass. And over here. And this is called a marver. And the marver is just a steel table. And I use that to shape and cool the glass. The first layer of glass, the first gather, I'm going to do what's called a air trap. And I'm going to blow at the end of the pipe. My finger over the end to trap air inside. When the air heats up, it expands and blows against the soft glass, and you'll see that there's a bubble inside there now. So I'm going to get that a little bit deeper in there, and then we're going to wait. We have to wait for this glass to cool off enough to support the next layer of glass. So I'm looking at the color of the end of the pipe. When that color disappears and goes back to the black color of the pipe, then I know that it's solid enough to get the next layer on top. So we got people coming outside and in, Darcy?
Yeah, we got people watching. Just
Good.
a little quiet today.
Well, it's all right. It might be one of those days. Like I said, it's about 85 degrees here. Beautiful cloudless day. Actually, it was cloudy this morning. Actually rained a little bit this morning.
Did it?
Yeah,
Huh.
about 10:30 or so.
Oh, I was already in my little.
You were in your hole there.
Yep.
Okay, so you see that the color's gone, and I'm gonna go get another gather on top.
Oh no, Jerry Lynn said it took forever. She wasn't able to get on the live.
Took forever to what?
To get on the live.
The cable cut. I don't know if it's on our end or somebody else. Actually, Jerry Lynn, I think you've been having a problem with
Yeah.
on the cable also online. So who knows whose problem it is? But I know we've been having problems here. I actually talked to this cable company yesterday, and got not happy.
So Janet wants to know what we're making today.
We're making, this is the Wash Your Hands special. So we are making soap dispensers.
Two different kinds.
Two dispensers in one. So this is going to be a round soap dispenser that's done in the optic mold, just like the tumblers that we do. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. And I'm going to melt these chips onto the clear glass.
So Shaw said, in addition to being beautiful, these work really well. I have two, kitchen and bathroom, and have put a lot of mileage on them.
Well,
excellent. Yeah, Jerry Lynn said yes, her internet is screwed up too.
I think it's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Just because everybody's using the internet now for everything.
Yep, Erin's on and said hey. She said it's a spotty connection today, so
Yeah, well.
we apologize, guys. It's been, the whole neighborhood has been having problems with their internet. So,
Actually, I was on I do yoga on a Zoom call, and yesterday I just could not get a decent connection on it. So it's everywhere. All right,
Corey
so-
made it. He said hi. Hello, Corey.
So Corey, what we're making Corey, we're making soap dispensers.
And I don't think he does floppy soap dispensers, so.
Soap dispensers actually have to be very exact because the top has to fit on seamlessly and tightly and so that the soap doesn't drip out. So I'm heating the whole thing up and then I'm going to plunge it into the optic mold, which is just a aluminum rib on the inside so that it gives this nice pattern when you push the glass in. And then I'm going to heat the whole thing up. Is Bobby on yet?
I haven't seen Bobby yet.
Okay, this is Bobby's favorite color. It's Bobby's favorite color combination.
Oh, I bet it is. We got Sarah checking in and saying hi.
Hello.
We got Lisa from Hampton, Georgia checking in.
Hi. And so now I'm going to smooth this out and give it a little twist. I kind of like just a movement of twisting the optics. And actually, let's make this whole bottom twisted.
Corey said, you could make a floppy soap holder if you wanted.
I can make a floppy soap holder first.
Yeah, holder, yeah, but not dispenser.
Right. Different. So I'm going to smooth this out one more time. And heat and start and expand my bubble again.
Oh, we got Diane from Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin in today.
All right.
Welcome everybody.
So I'm going to do the air trap again so I can watch the bubble while it's blowing out and control it. So I'm looking right where the glass and the pipe meet and I'm watching that blow out. You see how it's starting getting wider, a little more air inside, right there. So you see I have air inside there. And I'm going to blow a little bit more and then heat it up. And I'm going to use my jacks, or glass blowing tool, to cut lines in it so I can take it off when I'm done. So I'm always turning when I'm in the reheating chamber. The reheating chamber is about 2150, 2200 degrees. It's on just when we're here, so we turn it on in the morning and turn it off in the evening. And it takes about an hour or so to heat up. So the tricky part about the soap dispenser is actually making the collar for it. So the collar has to be an exact size.
Oh, Erin's got a good one today. Well, she always has good ones. What if you blow too much air in it?
It'll push the bubble out too far on the bottom, or might even, and it'll just get super thin, and we don't want that. So I'm using a puffer, just easier for me, and I'm stretching the neck out because I need that size. And I'm going to puff it out one more time. If it blows out too far and you transfer it, the bottom's too thin, you'll rip a hole out the bottom.
like how it looks red and gold. That black is, yeah. But the black looks more like it's
And
red.
I'm putting a little flat bottom on it because you want your soap dispenser to stand up. And I'm going to shape it one more time because I don't like the round in it. I want it a little taller. So it's kind of squatty. I want it a little bit taller.
So to do that, I'm just going to heat the bottom up. And you know what I'm going to do, Darcy?
What are you going to do, Mark?
No, if I heat just the bottom up, I want to make it taller.
You're going to swing it. I get to duck. Yes. But you had to actually aim for me on that one?
Yep.
So that's pretty much it. But what happens next is we have to, when I cut it off and put it in the annealing oven, this up here has to be ground down so that this fits on the neck, and this has to be glued on, and then the soap dispenser gets screwed on into this. It's not just a lot of soap dispensers are just a cord that goes in. Our dispenser is a lot more heavy duty and longer lasting than this cord. So that's number one. So I'm just going to use the water in a vial. And tap. So you see the collar slips on there. And it goes. Alright, that's number uno. So I'm going to change my colors up. I'm going to do a different style. Similar, but not the same. It's kind of nice. You don't want everything matchy-matchy. So this one, okay, so the mix we just used was black, white, and two different golds, an opaque gold and a clear gold. So this one is going to be the clear gold on the whole piece, and then black and white on the bottom part. So similar colors, but different styles.
Oh, Jimmy says he loves his. Jerry Lynn said, wait, are we getting a twofer? Yes.
Yes. Where were you at the beginning?
Trying to get on, remember?
Right, exactly.
Ooh, I can't keep up with you today.
All right, another gather, and away we go. So as the first gather, always turning the pipe while the glass is on the end.
Oops.
Shaping it on the marver. And then air trap. Pay attention, you'll see the bubbles start to come out. Zoom. There it is.
So Diane wants to know, do you ever use canes?
Yeah, not often. Depends on the pieces I'm doing. My style is more powders and chips
and then using those to manipulating those to make the design.
So Lisa wants to know, why did you switch rods to gather this time?
Because the other rod had leftovers from the first piece.
And since we're using different colors,
Yeah, and if I use the other rod, first of all, the glass on top was cold. I'd have to heat that up, and then it would take it would gather, because of the width of the pipe would be more because the glass is on there. It'll gather more glass on the end. This way I'm controlled each time. Okay, so color's gone, another gather. Powder first, and this is going to give it a base coat of some nice amber, transparent amber, and I'm going to heat this up and do it one more time.
so Diane wants to know, how do you clean the rods?
Well, what happens is everything when you heat something up and then cool it down, it expands and contracts. So the glass expands and contracts, steel expands and contracts, everything expands and contracts. So it's the question of the rate of contraction when it cools off. So what happens is the steel and glass do not expand and contract at the same rate. So what happens is when it cools off, the glass actually pops off the steel and pretty much cleans itself.
So Aaron wants to know, what's the difference between the powder and the frit?
Powder is just a tighter grain. So the powder is more like, not flour, it's like a finer salt kind of grain, and the frit is more like aquarium gravel almost. I'll put the black and white on the bottom part of it. I'm going to heat this up and melt it into the piece. So the color that I use comes in different grades, frit sizes, 3, 2, 1, and then grain, and then powder. So it goes from 3, which is big, this is a size 2. And that the gold is a grain, so there's one size in between here that's smaller than the black and white, but larger than the gold. So it just it keeps things more consistent. If I know what size the chips are. So smooth that out. I'm going to heat this up and put this one in the optic mold also. And you're going to see a different kind of decoration using the optic mold.
And you're welcome, Erin. I forget terms all the time. She was saying thank you for giving the proper term there.
So I'm turning this all the time, getting a nice heat in it. So I want it, when I plunge it into the optic mold, I want it to fill up the grooves to get some nice crisp lines on it. Up again and smooth out a little bit more.
So Aaron wants to know, what's the biggest piece that you've made both solo and with a partner?
Single piece or pieces that are combined? Single piece, I don't know. I mean, limits that I have. I mean, do solo piece. There's you know, it's hard because it's very heavy. Probably 18 inches or so. With somebody else, I don't know. I think probably 24. That's when I was young. I wouldn't do that now.
So what about combined pieces?
You mean stacking pieces?
Sure. Whatever you mean.
There's some pieces on our site actually that are about 30 inches tall that are combined, a foot that's blown separately, and a top that's blown separately. So I'm blowing this out, and I see some stuff that came off the pipe, which I'm going to go on the jack below that. You see right there, there's some stuff. So I'm going to heat this up and cut my 2 jack lines in it and blow it out, and then start. I have done glass for installation. The biggest installation I've done is we did glass for at Disney World for, which hotel is it? The one with all the mermaids, merman. We did the glass for the chandelier that's in the middle of that. And there are lots of globes and bubbles they turned out to be that are all strung together to make the illusion of being underwater. So I'm going to keep this neck size, do a little bit tighter, and I'm going to start swinging this down to lengthen that, make it tall. I forget which hotel it is. Brenda's on, and she can chime in and say which hotel it is.
Aaron was asking, how did you transport it?
Oh, we did it in artists who do a lot of the Mardi Gras floats and everything in the city here. So they used to be 8 blocks away. So we had to just get it 8 blocks and they worried about getting it to the property. Yeah, transporting glass is not the easiest thing.
Do you keep pictures of your art?
Most of it. Now, keeping pictures and then finding where those pictures are on the computer are 2 different animals. So when I pass and whatever, my kids know the password to my computer and they'll find them all over the place, different pictures. Not that I'm planning on it anytime soon. So I'm just flattening this a little bit and starting to rough in the shape a little. Concentrating the heat on the part that I want to stretch.
So Erin was asking, she said, I know people can buy your work online. Do y'all ship internationally? And if so, where's the furthest you've shipped to?
Well, furthest would be halfway around the world. Go one way would be half, go the other way would be half. So halfway around the world would be Australia.
I was going to say Australia.
Japan.
Have we shipped to Japan?
I was looking at my memories in Facebook from, I want to say 5 or 6 years ago. I did a bowl that was given by our mayor here to the mayor of Matsui, Japan, which is our sister city.
Oh.
And our mayor used one of my bowls as a present to him. And then I've had people in Australia buy work offline.
It's a lot harder to ship to do the international shipping on things,
Quite
but
the bill to ship.
So Diane was asking, will you make a book of your art for us collectors?
My spare time. That's a lot. Retrospect. Alright, so I'm going to heat this up. I'm going to shake this a little bit more. Just because I like a nice clean line going down. Corey knows that. I always heat the whole thing up and then pull out and just heat the part that I want to shake.
Aaron said that's so cool that there's a story about Japan. I hadn't heard that one either, so I enjoyed it myself.
I do have, and actually yesterday's Facebook memories had a piece of mine that was given to Barack Obama as a gift from the University of New Orleans when he came and did his speech here when he was president. So I guess have a piece of mine. All right.
That is pretty awesome, Diane.
One more sheet.
Aaron said you never know where a question will lead. It's very true. That's why we like the questions.
Keeps me on my toes also. So flattening the bottom. Got a nice straight line going up. Put a kick in the bottom. The kick is the indentation so that it sits on the circle of the bottom, not the whole flat. And that's pretty much soap dispenser, small one.
Woohoo!
And you see that the size is good on top. Flash it one more time.
Aaron said she'll keep the questions coming then.
That's good. We like questions.
You always have some good ones.
Okay, and I'm just going to take the file, diamond file, and score that line that I put in with the jacks. And
I'm going to get out of the way.
over here. And tap. Comes off. And it goes. Alright, so this is called an annealing oven. And the annealing oven is at 920 degrees. So when the pieces are done, everything goes in there. At the end of the day, I put it on a turn down so it slowly cools from 920 down to room temperature in about 16 hours or so. And that releases stress in the glass. So I just made the piece and left it out. It would go from hot to cold too fast and it would crack. So that's what annealing does. It removes the stress in it so that it won't crack.
So Aaron wants to know, does it make a difference for something to sit flat than it does versus having a pocket in it like that?
Having a kick in it?
Yeah.
It's easier to sit something flat on a table that has a kick in it because all you have to do is flatten that circle that's in contact with the table. If you have something that's absolutely flat, you have to be able to grind and polish that whole flat, which is a lot harder than just the circle.
And Christy just made it. She said, damn, just made it for the finale.
Ta-da!
Sorry, Christy.
Anyway, so Darcy, why don't you go over and show the soaps again and the mini pack?
So, it's like the soaps we made. Soap dispensers today. And like you said, you can get the pump or the spout on which one you want. And then we still have our pumpkin patch going on. A few of our beautiful ones. Well, they're all beautiful, but I'm biased. All right.
So that is today's edition of Wash Your Hands from Rosetree, World Glass Studio and Gallery. The virtual pumpkin patch will be going until November 20th. After that, we have a surprise, something we haven't done before, and I'm gonna keep you all just waiting and anticipating, and we'll go from there. Yeah, so that's it. Any other questions?
Just-
none, Darcy?
Just Erin saying thank you all so much for these lives. She loves them.
Okay, well, we love having people join us.
Absolutely.
As always, my soapbox is for people to support local businesses in your neighborhood, because these are the people that help the local economy. If you can, if the restaurant opens back up in your neighborhood, go help them out. Store, go buy, instead of being on Amazon, go to the store. They'd love to see you. Mask up, wash your hands, and visit. Anyway, if you need some glass, you know where to get it. www.rosetreegallery.com. We have soaps on our site, and again, the virtual pumpkin patch is up and running. Facebook or Rosetree Blown Glass. Instagram, Rosetree Glass Gallery, and all of these wonderful Facebook Lives are on our YouTube channel, Rosetree Blown Glass Studio and Gallery. All right, well, everybody have a great weekend. We're going to see you back here on Tuesday. And as always, take care of one another, love one another. Thank you all for coming, and we'll see you next week. Take care.